We are the 100% Hebrew Israelites. All praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Ha Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, spreading the good news of the gospel, teaching this truth throughout the earth, and who rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing the word to the four corners of the earth and risking their life to do so. This video, what does the Bible say about violence? Well, violence is defined as physical force applied for the purpose of violating, damaging, or abusing. And sadly, violence is a part of everyday life. It is in our movies, in our shows, and we live in a world where power is often established through violence. What does the Bible say about violence? Violence in the mind is just as hurtful as violence by the hand. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. So we're not to hate our brothers in of our Israelite nation, because this Bible is for the Israelite nation, no other nation. And we are to not hate our brothers, but rebuke him if he's sinning and bring him before the elders if that doesn't work, but not to suffer sin upon him. That's like be violent with him. It says, where we know someone is in sin, is it more loving to keep it quiet and build up hate and resentment toward them? Power says that we should speak frankly. And that's what I just said. Be honest with your brothers in the truth. Yahweh Shai tells us in Matthew 5:21. Reads, Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, Thou shalt not kill, and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment. So the Lord will bring that judgment upon you according to his will. 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment, and whosoever shall say to his brother, Raka, shall be in danger of the council, but whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. So that murderous anger can lead the angry man to judgment from power as quickly as a physical blow. The violence he exhibits towards someone else can be brought back upon himself by our power. What about violence and war? Well, let's go to Exodus 20:13. Reads, And thou shalt not kill. This scripture means do not murder. Power has allowed for just wars throughout history for his people. From Abraham to Deborah to David, power peoples have fought as instrument of judgment for a righteous and holy power. So power has used his people, the Israelite nation, to fight wars to bring justice. So let's go to Romans 13:1. Reads, Let every soul be subject unto the higher power, for there is no power but of our almighty power, the powers that are ordained from power of power. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power resisteth the ordinance of power, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. For rulers are not a terror of good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister of power to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain, for he is a minister of power, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. So violent occurs, we must recognize the difference between holy judgment on sin and our own personal vendettas against those we dislike, which is the inevitable outcome of pride. Let's go to Psalm 73:6. This reads, Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. So the violence you do is going to be on your whole body, and it's going to be like a garment that covers you. While men are more prone to accept violence, especially as cultures depict real men as those who never cry, always have a plan, and carry a gun. The wisest man of all time wrote, Do not envy a violent man or choose any of his ways. Let's go to Proverbs 3:31. This reads, Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Prayer and patience uh, prayer and patience beats violence and anger on any day. 32 says, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 32, For the forward is an abomination to the Lord Yahweh, but his secret is with the righteous. 33, The curse of the Lord power Yahweh is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just. So, more important, we have to be just in our in our uh, in our life, to treat our brothers in a loving way, so that they could be built up. You know, so the power commands us to love our power with all our heart, with all our mind, with all our soul, and to keep his commandments, and to love your brother as yourself. So, brothers, violence never really serves any righteous purpose, but the Lord, his will, and he has caused his people as instruments to bring his way of justice, and that's all that matters. So, you got those oppressors, don't envy them, and do not choose any of their ways. So until next time, brothers, Shalom, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, dub honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstones, spreading the good news of the gospel, teaching this truth throughout the earth, and who rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing the word to the four corners of the earth in all sincerity, risking their life to do so. Shalom.